He's going to try to move it up. Where are you going, Tippett? Owen Tippett, give your ball. Oh, my God. He got absolutely rocked. Went to the goddamn ceiling. Oh, Shorzy, you were alone. Shorzy, fresh out of the box, absolutely lays into Owen Tippett. This is unbelievable. This is the greatest hit I think I've ever seen in NHL history. He lines him up. Beeline to Owen Tippett. Oh, my God. He went to the moon. He went to the goddamn moon. That is the strength that Shorzy has to absolutely skyrocket that man. It was like a home run. Look at him get launched into the air like an absolute child. Owen Tippett, man, you got to retire from the NHL after that. That is completely embarrassing. 20 seconds to go. Raycroft gets a breakaway. What a save by Pekka Pasta. Get back in your net. Get back in your goddamn net, laddie. I honestly have no idea how there was a breakaway even formed. Nelson, what a stretch pass. How? Defenseman, how do you allow that man to get by you? Two of these dumbasses just allowed, Raycroft, number 19, to get by them all alone on the breakaway. Game 7, 10 seconds. The Kings are down by 1. It's 1-on-1 with Pekka Pasta for all the marbles. Send it to overtime or you lose in the second round. Raycroft coming in and he gets fucking stone cold robbed. Oh my God, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Long time no see. We are finally live yet again in the first watch party of the season. I'm stoked. I'm ready to go. Hopefully you guys are as well. We're going to have a fun-ass night. Now, listen to this, chat. The plan is to do both games. Obviously, the plan can change. If I get too drunk or if the viewership tends to fall off a little bit, we might not be doing the Edmonton Oilers game as well, but the plan is to do both games tonight, as long as you guys stay around. I'm sure I'll be having fun as well. And we got two original 6 hockey teams, the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings. First hockey night in Canada of the season. Finally, we're back. It's been a long time. My last watch party, obviously, was Game 6 of the Cup Finals, and that did not go my way. So I am praying things are going to be a little bit different here tonight. Obviously, I don't have a horse in the race. I'm just hoping for a very fun hockey game. Why stream Leafs hockey? Haven't you heard that Toronto became a baseball town? It has. It literally has, man. I got Blue Jay chants on my TV during the home opener. I mean, it is postseason baseball. We're only game 1 of the regular season for hockey. A long time to go until the postseason, so obviously, they're going to be a little bit more excited for that. Also, yes, I am drinking tonight. The plan is to get drunk AF. More so, I want to get Jim Leahy drunk. That's the plan of the night. And hopefully we have 2 fun hockey games. So far, the NHL has been pretty fun. Night 1 wasn't that exciting. I felt like a lot of teams came out pretty sloppy overall. Not a lot of teams look good. Just missing simple passes and shit like that, but obviously, they're going to ease their way into things. It's like riding a bike, right? How did that bum Hofer get the win for the Blues? Dude, I watched the entire second period of that game. That was crazy. Joel Hofer actually showed out in that second period. The Blues had the lead 2-1 over Calgary before they tied it up, and they got dominated for like the entirety of the second. It was pretty nuts. When you ranking the jerseys, first intermission, we will be ranking the jerseys. I have a feeling there's quite a bit in there. I literally have not looked in that Discord channel since Game 6 of the Cup Finals, so we might have a lot of jerseys to rate here on Night 1. We might end up doing it second and first intermission. We'll see how it goes. Blues won 4-2 because of that. I didn't see the rest of the game. I did watch the second, though. I was impressed by Zane Parekh. He looked comfortable out there. He was moving the puck well, skating well. For a 20-year-old, I think he's 20, maybe he's 19, maybe he hasn't turned 20 yet, but a young player in the NHL, pretty impressive. What do you think of 97's contract? 97's contract is the best bargain deal probably in NHL history. 12.5 for that man. Still confused why it's only 2 years. 2 years puts pressure on the organization. Technically, it's 3 years considering he's got a year left this season. So in the next 3 years, he's basically handing it off to management and saying, look, I did my part. I'm giving you all this free salary cap to work with. Go out there, build a team that's going to win the Stanley Cup. Otherwise, I'm probably gone. We'll be honest. It'll depend, obviously. Maybe they make another cup final and lose, but I don't know. I think we got to win it in the next 3 seasons. Otherwise, Connor's going to heavily evaluate going somewhere else. And I honestly can't blame the guy. He's done everything for the franchise so far. He literally gave them the best bargain deal of all time, 12-5. I mean, he's making, what, $5 million less than Kaprizov? Utter insanity. It's a great contract. It leaves a lot of salary cap space, especially for year 2 and 3. This season, not so much, obviously. The cap's going to go up after the season, and then the year after that as well. It'll be very interesting to see what Stan Bowman decides to do to build this team, because he's going to have some money to work with. 100% going to have money to work with. Connor giving that man very generous contract. He walked in there. He said, 12-5 is all I'm going to take. And that's all it took. All right, let me boot up the TikTok live stream, get some more people in here. Hopefully we can... I was kind of nervous about doing just the Oilers game because it is a little bit later. I know it's a Saturday, but 10 p.m. start time is kind of rough. The plan is to do both games. If I make it through Game 1 alive and we still have a decent amount of people in here, why not watch both games, huh? Hello, Gooners. Let's go, Rangers. Chat. Finally, the NHL season has started. Who's winning the cup? Put it in the chat right now. Who do you think is going to win Lord Stanley? Cap goes almost up to 100 mil soon, right? Yeah, I think it was 2 years from now. I don't even know where it's at right now, but it's high 90s. I think it's like 98 or 99 next season, and then in 2 years, it should be over 100 mil. Realistically, the Stars, I've seen a lot of people pick the Stars and the Avalanche. I'm interested by that. Dallas has seemingly hit a wall in the conference finals. It's not just Edmonton. They lost to Vegas as well. It's been a while since they've been back in the Cup finals. And it seems like Jake Ottinger always tends to get outplayed by Stuart Skinner. So we'll see what happens. Colorado was my pick last postseason. That fucking backfired completely on me. Not a good pick. They couldn't even beat the Stars without Robertson and Miro Heiskanen, both of which did not play, I think, until like Game 7 or Game 6. No, it was Game 7. Man, my memory is failing me right now. Utah Mammoth, Dallas Stars. You can't rely on Manitoba to win the cup. I thought it was the real game at first. Yeah, we'll be showing the real game in the third period. Don't worry. Don't worry. My YouTube channel is not at risk. Not at risk at all. Did the voices in your head pick Vancouver? I don't think I will ever pick Vancouver to win the Stanley Cup. Poverty franchise like that, I don't know. Dallas will get the Central. I mean, Colorado's a good team. Isn't Colorado like 2-0 to start the season? I've seen they look pretty good. I know they beat LA. And then who do they play Thursday night? I forget who they played, but obviously it's early. Literally, Colorado last season started out 0-5, and it wasn't looking hot, and they made a run. Willie hat-trick? Chat, okay. I need everybody to drop their score prediction for Leafs against Red Wings. Put in the chat right now. Who do you think is going to win the game? What is the score? I got to be honest. The Red Wings didn't look good in Game 1. They got absolutely pounded by Montreal. I'm thinking like 5-2, 4-2, maybe, for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 5-2 win. A lot of pressure on the Avs because I heard Natchez won't re-sign. That'll be interesting. If they end up losing Martin Natchez as well as Mikko Rantanen, that'll be a very sad sight for Avs fans. Should have just re-signed Mikko, man. That 12-5 contract's looking pretty nice now when you see Kaprizov signing for fucking 17 mil. Why not pay Rantanen 12-13, right? I mean, the dude has one of the best point per games in the entirety of the postseason history. He's like 12th all time, 10th all time. He's at like 1.24, something like that, I think. Oilers will make the playoffs again. Well, obviously. I think they won't make the finals for the third time. It will be tough. Leafs win 1-11-0. Okay. Very accurate start to predictions. 5-3 Toronto, 4-3 Toronto, 5-1 Leafs. Nobody riding with the Red Wings right now. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Chat, don't forget, we will be rating jerseys at, I was going to say halftime. the first intermission. In my Discord, we have a jersey section where you guys can send your custom jerseys and we rate them during the intermissions of the watch parties. Haven't done it since June. Game 6 of the Cup Finals. Literally felt like yesterday, I'm not going to lie. Does not feel like that long ago, although it really was if you think about it. Rangers better not trade for Natchez. The Rangers can't afford to trade for Martin Natchez. I mean, what are they going to give up? Everybody has no movement clauses on the team. Got to be honest, not too many players on that roster have a lot of trade value. I mean, Adam Fox, JT Miller maybe, you just made him captain. They're not making a move like that. Wings are not winning the Cup? Probably not, no. I currently don't have them in the postseason. Dude keeps yapping about Kaprizov signing. I mean, 17 mil. Necessary overpay, but an overpay at that. 12-5 for Rantanen doesn't sound that bad now when you see that Kirill Kaprizov signed for 17. That's crazy. And then you don't even see like an influx. Like Jack Eichel signed for like 13, I think it was. Kyle Connor signed for 12. They didn't go to like 13, 14, 15 mil. Kaprizov is sitting alone at the top at $17 million. Who's the next closest player? Is it Leon at 14? I think Draisaitl makes 14, and he's the second highest paid right now. Crazy. $3 million gap between Kaprizov and Leon Draisaitl. Kyle Connor contract is absolute steal. Not a bad contract at all, man. 8 years at 12.5. He's been a solid, consistent goal scorer. And it's hard to get players to re-sign in Winnipeg. He didn't chase the bag, though. 12.5. Not bad. How you doing, brother? I'm doing well. I had a little bit of a break this week for live streaming. We'll be back tomorrow. I think we're going to do the postseason with Shorzy. And then we'll get back to our regular programming. Tuesday night chat. Mark it on your calendars. 7 p.m. Oilers in MSG against the Rangers. We're going to be streaming that game as well. I kind of hesitated about doing just the Edmonton game tonight. The plan is to do both. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if viewership keeps up until later on in the night. 10 p.m. start time. It's kind of rough. I'm not going to lie. It's not the greatest for viewership. What happened to Pecker Pasta? Who the fuck is Pecker Pasta? Pasternak's contract, Holy Steel. What is Pasta making? Who scored for the Leafs? Nobody scored yet. We got national anthems just beginning now. Kaprizov is a greedy bum. That's crazy. A greedy bum is crazy. What about the Jack Eichel contract? I like it. 13 mil. I mean, that's not terrible with the way the cap is going. I thought he was going to take like 14, 15. Kaprizov said, fuck y'all. I'm taking that bag. It is what it is. You want me to stay in Minnesota? Give me 17 mil. 17 mil. Oilers and MSG this early in the year? I believe so. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it wouldn't be in Edmonton at a 7 p.m. start time, so I'm assuming we're on the road. But yeah, we usually play in MSG early on in the season, like November-ish. This year, it's going to be obviously a little bit sooner, so 7 p.m. Tuesday night, we'll be doing Oilers against the Rangers. Can't miss that game. That's a good matchup. I like watching games at Madison Square Garden, and it's my Oilers. Pasternak contract, Holy Steel. Live is bugging. Chaz, live good? Live's good on YT. TikTok, if you want a better live experience, I would definitely recommend going over to YT Pasta. YouTube Pasta, we're live over there. Subscribe to the channel, do all that fun stuff. I was in Russia. I met Lenin and Stalin. Okay. Kaprizov, not a $17 million player. Hot take. I mean, it is an overpay, but you got to do what you got to do to keep that guy, right? Minnesota's not going to keep him by only getting $14 million. Like, whatever he wants, you pretty much have to give to him. Or you lose your franchise best player. Franchise GOAT player, might I add, for literally nothing. I let up 7 goals last game. Not surprising, Bella. Not surprising. Also, chat, what is up with the names? Everybody has like their username instead of their actual name. Vegas has to really start investing into Dorofaev's future. Yeah. A replacement for Hill would be good too. I'm not a big Aiden Hill believer anymore. I mean, I don't think I ever really was. But you have to give the guy some respect. He did win the Stanley Cup, right? As a starting goaltender. Although, didn't Thompson play some of that playoff run? Too many people in the YT chat. Brother, there's not too many people in the YT chat. Trust me. Not at all. If we want a push, we have to get him back. Matt Boldy. What about Matt Boldy? 11.25 for pasta? That's a pretty good deal. That is a pretty good deal. It changed my name. New YouTube update. It's not just you, so it's updated for everybody then. Every single live stream has your @ instead of your real name, right? Hot take, Nick Robertson going to be a top 10 winger in 5 years. That is a flaming hot take. I don't think Robertson's ever going to get to that tip-top level. He could be like a top 25 winger, maybe. That's kind of pushing it, in my opinion. He's what, like 4 years into his career? Stuart Skinner had Wi-Fi lag against Calgary. I literally went to bed like 10 minutes before that happened, chat. On, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday night. Matt Boldy, easily second best Minnesota Wild player. Currently or all time? 2023 was a real one-hit wonder series for Hill. Yeah, he showed out against Edmonton. He really did. That was the series that really stapled him. Outside of that, he hasn't really looked that good. You tricked me? What, brother, what is this? Wednesday? Oh, it was Wednesday. What? No, it wasn't. It was Thursday, was it not? There's no way. You're right. It was Wednesday. You are right. It was Wednesday. Are you rebuilding or playing Be a Pro? I'm watching the Leaf game that is about to begin. Wednesday? Yeah, it was. Currently? Yeah, currently you could say that. I mean, who else? Matt Boldy. You got Marco Rossi. He's a little bit younger. Brock Faber, maybe? I don't know. All right, we are underway. Leafs against the Wings. Original 6 matchup. Toronto obviously won their opening night game. I think 5-2 over Montreal. And the Wings got absolutely blasted by the Habs. In Detroit, which is a little bit interesting. I thought it was in Toronto, but hockey night in Canada. Red Wings have their Centennial jerseys on right now. I should probably pull up the lineup. Although Toronto's roster I'm pretty familiar with. What was the final score of the Oilers-Flames game? It went to a shootout. I think it was like 4-3. I didn't see the remainder of the game. I went to bed. I was kind of tired. Uh-oh, behind the net. Back to the blue line. The Red Wings passing it around right now. Simone Evanson is a monster, man. What is he, like 6'5", 6'6"? Something like that. Loud-ass horn. I think Boston looks decent this year. It's only early, Chad. You guys got to remember. Utah started out like 5-0 last season, and they were not a playoff team. Willie, in the middle of McMahon. I got to get my commentary back up, too. It's been a little bit since I live streamed and a long time since I've done a watch party, so commentary might be a little bit rough right now. Uh-oh, 2-on-1. Andrew Koch sends it over. Shot saved by Stolarz. Rebound and another great save. Stoli on his A game right away. Still rocking the blue pads as well. I'm getting the New York Rangers Centennial jersey. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'll be completely honest right now. We had 18-20 left to play here in the first. Who's Patty Kane playing with? Who is 92 on the Red Wings? I need to get up to date here on the numbers. Shot from the blue line. The Wings look good early on. They are on home ice. They want to have a strong start after getting sandblasted like a prostitute. 92. Those pads are Sty. Another 2-on-1. Marco Kasper in on the backhand, and he's going to miss the net. Okay, so it's Kasper, DeBrincat, and Kane. Is Marco Kasper playing center? Ekman Larsson's going to dump that puck in deep. The Red Wings look quick early on. They've already had 2-on-1s. Look like they're moving the puck very well. If Stoli stays healthy for Toronto, a deep run could honestly be possible. Well, yeah, it could be, yeah, for sure. Watch your YT vids. Appreciate you, Butter. Thank you, buddy. Don't know how to feel about the Panthers again this year. Bob has a few rough games. Listen, it's very early on in the regular season. Let's all not overreact, shall we? Let's just enjoy hockey for the first, 20, 30 games until we start coming to conclusions. All right, so Marco Kasper's number 92. Was he that last season, chat? I love the Red Wings center ice logo. Did they change it? I know they got kind of new jerseys. I don't like the brown gloves. Not at all. Not a big fan. All right, we got 17:35 remaining. No score yet in the game. Tanev rebound, and there it is. It's in the back of the net. The Toronto Maple Leafs strike early. I believe it is Kalle Järnkrok or Nicholas Waugh. It was a floaty little rebound out in front, and John Gibson cannot handle that one. I think it's Järnkrok. Pass to Bro. They put back Hockey Town. Let me see here. So Mo Sider rimmed the puck around and no defenseman was there. So Lorentz was first on the puck. Tanev shot, rebound. And it was Nicholas Waugh, I think. I think Waugh was the last one to touch that puck. Juicy rebound. Actually, I don't know. Yarncroc might have stolen that goal. He literally might have stolen that goal. I don't know. Regardless, it is a 1-0 lead. First shot, first goal. And Apple Cider already is debating turning the game off. He was 92 last year? Really? I did not know that. I'll be honest, I didn't watch a lot of Red Wings hockey last season. I do kind of want to watch more regular season hockey this year. I don't know what it is. I kind of missed hockey over the summer, Chad. I'm not going to lie. Just watching it. I've been watching way more to start a season than probably I've done in the last, like, half decade. Even teams that I don't usually watch. I was watching the fucking Flames game earlier against St. Louis. That was a game I never would have turned on before. And I just wanted to check it out. Beyond the net. Raymond's going to play back to the line. Sider goes D to D. Shot by Sherratt. Rebound. They don't get anything on it, though. Dylan Larkin plays it back to the line again. D to D. Red Wings do look good, although they gave up the first goal. Sherratt going down low behind the net. He's going to spin out in front. Easy save by Stolars. Good zone time by the Red Wings. They're going to cycle it. Bad cycle by Dylan Larkin. Matthews picks it up. Turns it over, but he gets it back. He's going to take his time, regroup, get a change in. Leafs just scored on my TV. I might be a little bit ahead of you guys, chat. I am on cable, so there will be no delay for me in this hockey game. All right, who is 30? Okay, I got to pull up the daily face-off lineup for the Red Wings. I really do. The Red Wings roster is one I'm not that familiar with. We got 15:50 left to play here in the first. Red Wing line combinations. All right, so 37's Comfort. Oh my God, what a save by Stolars. Ransek, Nygaard, Kopp. Okay, I'll keep that up in case I need it. Willie's in his own zone. Decent breakout pass, and the Leafs are away. John Tavares chips it in deep. You're 2 minutes ahead of you. Who is my all-time favorite Swede? I got to go Erik Karlsson. The best defenseman of the 2010s. I got to go him. No doubt about it. Karlsson was always my guy. I was a big Erik Karlsson fan. Just because Barkov is out doesn't mean the Panthers are nerfed. They're going to make the playoffs even without Barkov and Tkachuk. But if they don't have either of those guys, or even both, I don't know if I'll take them to win the Cup come April. Viper Fang Dojo. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Let's go Leafs. W's in the chat. I appreciate it. Hey, Pekka Pasta. What's up, dude? Four Nations or skills comp? Obviously, Four Nations. That is a legit tournament. Domi goes D to D. Riley from the blue line. It gets deflected a little bit wide. John Gibson looks shaky early on here. That is John Gibson, right, chat? I'm not mistaking him for Cam Talbot. Detroit cycles so many players because the Yzer plan never works out with anyone. I mean, they don't really have that game-changing player. If you really look at their roster, they don't have that guy who can completely take over a game. Like, Patty Kane in his prime could do it, but the man's like 35 years old now. I like what they have with Mo Sider. Simone Edvinsson is nice. Axel Sandin Pelka is a young guy that's going to be very good. I'm not the biggest Dylan Larkin fan. Oh my, Steven Lorentz just got knocked by Ben Sherratt. Their decor, I'll be honest, they don't look great. Although there are some young pieces that I do like. Good quick game so far, though. Evanson trying to swing that around. He's going to lose it. Back to the blue line. A little bit of a bad pass, but John Gibson's going to cover. He's going to cover that one up. I apologize. My commentary is all over the place. Been a little bit since I went live. Do I like the McDavid extension? Who doesn't like the Connor McDavid extension? Let's be completely transparent here. The best contract in the NHL. Gibson just suffers because of the team around him, whether it's the Ducks or the Wings. You got to put some blame on him also, right? He's had some good seasons on Anaheim when they didn't have great teams. He's a little bit older now. Probably not at the top of his game anymore. We need the Sabres to perform for once. Who is we? Buffalo's cooked, Chad. I'm not going to lie. It did not look good the way they started the season. Usually they start pretty good and then trail off like December, January-ish. I should do a watch party on minor league hockey games. I don't think anybody's going to show up for them, brother. Don't think that's going to happen. Should have went to Calgary. Yeah, Edmonton. McDavid's going to leave Edmonton and head to the goddamn Flames. What about the Wallman contract? I like it with the cap going up 7x7. You lock him up long term. He has been a fantastic addition for the Edmonton Oilers. I have no complaints. Ekholm took a little bit of a pay cut, which I do like. Although he is 35 also, so he didn't have a lot of leeway on how much he was going to have. But you have Wallman for the next 7 seasons now. He's 28 years old. Fantastic year last year. Good for us in the playoffs. Exactly what we needed. You lock up your core long term. That's what you do. That guy clearly hasn't seen a video of the Sabres fan having a... I saw that, chat. After game 1, we got Buffalo Sabre fans already crashing out. Shit's crazy. Karlsson started his career in Frölunda Gothenburg in Sweden. My favorite team, so good choice on your favorite player. He was criticized early on for the way he played. I remember. You guys might have been a little bit younger back then, but I remember those days. Hey, Pastor, what's up, Calgary fan? How you doing, buddy? He crashed out because of my Rangers. Did Buffalo play New York? And that's what happened? I didn't see that game. All right, back to the blue line. Jake McCabe leaves it for Michelli. He's going to put it in deep. So they're rolling out Matthews, Nyes, and Michelli. Interesting. I was calling him Matthias Maselli. I guess I do not know his name as it is offside with 13:28 left to play. Buffalo is garbage. I mean, they've been garbage for 15 years, 14 seasons. Pasta, how you doing? Doing well. Took a little bit of a break from live streaming, but we're back. Doing a watch party, and tomorrow we got the playoffs in NHL Be a Pro. That should be fun. And then Tuesday, we're going to do an Oilers-Rangers watch party, 7 p.m. Eastern, in Madison Square Garden. 12 points in 7 games already. Who's got 12 points in 7 games? Ain't nobody played 7 games in the National Hockey League yet. Chat, who is leading the league in scoring right now? I think it was Geno Malkin, or it was at one point. I know a few seasons ago he said he wanted the season to end right away because he was leading the league in points. 13 minutes to play. Toronto scored an early goal, a little bit of a shaky one on their first shot of the hockey game. But it has been a back and forth game thus far. And it is high stick on the play. Rangers are shit, so it don't matter. All right, we're just jumping to conclusions, I see. Third time's a charm. Oilers win the cup. Call it now. Okay. They will never hold Lord Stanley. Who? I swear there were more Rangers fans than Sabres fans in the building. That's how it always goes, right? Toronto goes there. Pretty much any team goes there, and they just pack the barn with the away fans. I mean, Toronto does that anywhere. They're probably doing it in Detroit right now, considering it's so close to the border. All right, 44 Sandin Pellikka. I'm going to be really paying attention to him and seeing how he plays on the ice. I got big expectations for him, although he is pretty small. I saw him back in the World Juniors in 2022, and he was only like 16 back then, and he was really good. Cock, shot, tip, deflection, a little bit wide. Anthony Stolarz did not make the save on that play. Leafs trying to break the puck out, and they do. Is it going to be icing? Icing on the play. Defensive zone draw for the Laughs. Do I think Florida will three-peat? I do not think they'll three-peat, no. Not good. We lost against St. Louis. Yeah, I watched the second period. What happened? You guys were dominating that second period. And then St. Louis went up 2-1, and then I think you guys tied it up. After that, I turned the game off, but you guys are really dominating that second. Down low, Red Wings trying to do something with it. Back to the blue line. Shot. Saved by Stolarz. It is up in the air. One of the players has to glove it away. Johansson goes D to D. But it is picked off, and that is going to be yet again icing. Nah, no icing. No icing on the play. The puck slowed down. We got Bernard Docker breaking that puck out. Hands it off to DeBrincat. Cat carries it in and dumps it in. Ekman Larson with Benoit. Domi. Who is 81? Joshua? Dakota Joshua wearing Phil Kessel's number. Crazy. Max Domi entering that zone. He's going to go wide. Around the net. Plays it back to the blue line. A shot by Simone Benoit. A little bit high, though. It is out of the zone. Where's my user? Everybody's user is all fucked up. It's not actually showing your guys' name. It's weird. Who wins Olympics? Come on now. We know who's going to win the Olympics, chat. We don't need to debate that. We know. We already know. Simone Evanson with a soft play in the middle. Great save by Gibson on Nicholas Robertson. Evanson hasn't really looked good early on. Turning the puck over, a little bit soft on the wall as well. Although he's a big guy. Lawrence stopping up, puts it down low. Waugh out in front, rebound, and John Gibson is going to cover that puck up. Or that's Talbot, that's not John Gibson. What am I saying, dude? It's been Cam Talbot this entire fucking time. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Almost all of the Swedes in Detroit are former Frölunda players. Is Raymond playing? Raymond is playing. Joshua's kind of irrelevant. The man is wearing Phil Kessel's number. That's sacrilege. I think it's complete sacrilege. I don't know. Why don't I have Detroit's new jerseys in the 26 sim? I guess I didn't throw them on. That's the only reasoning I can think of right now. Are you even watching the game? I am watching the game. What do you mean, am I watching the game? What else would I be doing, chat? I can't see his number. I literally can't see his number, and then I heard the announcer say it was Talbot. It looked like John Gibson, I'm not going to lie. Don't both goalies have, like, brown pads for the Centennial season? Pretty sure they do. Raymond, he's into the zone. Drops it back. Risky play. Sider in the middle. Shot! Great save by Stolars. Matt Nye is going to chip that puck out. And Sherratt's going to have to regroup. Probably the best chance so far by the Red Wings. They are struggling to generate grade A scoring chances. Sandine Pellica, good breakout pass. That's not a great play at the blue line, and the Red Wings are offside. That was Brandsag Nygaard with Comfer and Andrew Koch. Is this PlayStation hockey? What is PlayStation hockey? What does that mean, brother? Do you have like a 1940s TV? No, I actually bought a brand new Amazon Fire TV back in June. Fun fact. Fun fact indeed. Joshua never healthy. He was on the Nucks for a while, was he not? You're gonna watch Oilers Canucks tonight? That is the plan. As long as you guys stick around, we'll be live. It depends. I didn't really feel comfortable starting a watch party live stream at 10 p.m. Eastern. Also, I can't start drinking at 10 p.m. That's insanity. I had to start drinking a little bit sooner, right? Leafs are destroying the Red Wings. I don't know about destroying, but definitely outplaying them. No spammers yet. No spammers indeed, no. None at all as we hit the first commercial break of the NHL season. Tomorrow, chat, I think probably around 5, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to go live with Shorzy. We'll do the postseason action. Tuesday, watch party, 7 p.m. Eastern. Oilers, Rangers in Madison Square Garden. That should be a lot of fun. Bruins Sabres scoreless right now. I should check the rest of the National Hockey League. That would be fun. I should see what the scores are right now. Cam Talbot not having a strong start to the game. It's 1:30 here in Sweden, so it's okay to drink if it's late somewhere. I should try to win the Sabres a cup for a video. I did that back in like August, so I'm going to wait a little bit until I do that. Chat, I'm not going to lie. You guys may have thinking, or you may be thinking that I haven't been working, even though I haven't been live streaming. I've been going to town on the videos. We're locked up for the next like week and a half. I got all my videos ready to go. I got a lot of fun videos already uploaded to YT, and I got a bunch more in the bank. We're ready to go. All right, 9:35 remaining here in the first period. A 1-0 lead still for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Should I get Connor McDavid on my helmet? I don't know what that means. William Nylander, he's going to go cross ice. A little bit of an errant pass, and that is icing on the play. I love when hockey is just repeated icings over and over again. I know that's why it would be a good vid. I mean, I think I did do that. I think I did win the Stanley Cup with the Sabres. I could do a rebuild, though. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. I've been doing a lot of rebuilds as of late. And things of that sort. All right, 9:15 left to play. Saturday night drinking festivities. We're locked in. Shot. Oh, my God. Tip, rebound. What a save by Stolarz. The puck is still there. DeBrincat turns, fires. Another great save. How did that puck stay out, dude? Hattie Kane in Gretzky's office, centering it. Doesn't get out, though. Stoley was down on his ass, and he still made that save. Maybe it got deflected, and he didn't make it, but nice turnover. Kane fires it over. DeBrincat shot. Saved by Stolarz again. The Red Wings are starting to get hot here. Sandin Palka puts it down low. DeBrincat trying to center that out to Marco Kasper. D to D. Nice pass. Kane. Fake. In the slot. Saved by Stolarz as he covers the puck up. Hate the point system in the NHL. Why is a win 2 points and not 3? Yeah, it's a little bit interesting, huh? Do a rebuild of San Jose, but draft only from one random province? What? How am I going to know what province all the draft picks are from? All the drafting players, the prospects. It only tells me their country. I should do a drinking stream on Tuesday. Nah, chat. We're not doing that. We're drinking tonight. Saturdays are for the beers. They are for the beers and for watching hockey. You can check location of birth manually after I select them in like edit player, but not while I'm actually in the drafting process. I can only see what country they're from. All right, we got 8:15 left to play. The Leafs keep the puck in. Dakota Joshua down low. Is that Nick Robertson? It is. Down low to Joshua. He's going to play back to the line. Cycling it down deep. They got Domi, Joshua, and Robertson as their third line, correct? Yeah, definitely a big hole in Toronto not having Mitch Marner on the wing anymore. Robertson and the other wingers are definitely going to play a lot more. Video idea win a cup with only European players. That's impossible. Come on now. We know Canadians are the biggest nationality that gets it done in the NHL. The soft Europeans, I don't know if that's possible. Nylander trying to walk out in front. He still has it. Willie, back to the line. Walking it. Shot by Morgan Riley, and it's in the back of the net. What a floaty little goal, but it goes in. Good things happen when you put the puck on the net, and bad things happen when you knock over your beer. Nicholas Waugh again. He's been all over the ice early on. I literally just spilt my fucking beer. Oh, my God. Beautiful shot by Riley from the blue line. He walked into the middle and he took a nice wrister. Willie played it back to the line. Morgan Riley walked it and just a simple shot and a deflection. Oh, yeah. Cam Talbot had no shot on that. No shot at all. Just a beautiful tip from Nicholas Waugh. The puck goes down and it's in the back of the net. $6 down the drain. I didn't spill the entire thing, but literally when that happened, I can smell it already. Holy fuck. A strong start for the Toronto Maple Leafs here in Detroit as the Red Wings are down by a pair. And Apple Cider right now is on Suey watch. Poor guy. Detroit's a wreck. I mean, the Leafs are a better team than the Red Wings. I know that's pretty self-explanatory, but they really are. Hopefully I got all of it. I got most of it. Some of it did go on my sound thing. Chat, are we good? Everything's good. I don't think anything is being messed up. All right, 7 minutes to play here in the first period. Detroit is in a hole already. Cider from the blue line, saved by Stolarz. That is the save that Detroit is not getting right now. Although I can't really blame that second one on Cam Talbot. Not his fault. That is a crazy deflection. Matthews in, and Austin oh my God, did that hit the bar? Damn, I thought that was another goal. Matthews just ripped one off the crossbar, but it stayed out. That looked like it was in, dude. I'm not going to lie. That puck looked like it was in. He ripped that shit. Stride in from the blue line. Beautiful play by, was that Nyes? I think it was. Cam Talbot, shaky early on. Matthews, what a shot. Stayed out, though. I should watch the Swedish Hockey League sometimes. Problem is, how am I going to access that? And also, the time zone difference is kind of crazy. They probably play at like 5 a.m. my time. Pass to please reply. What's up, buddy? 6 or 7 minutes left in the period. Yep. We got 6 or 7 minutes remaining here in the first period. It has been, honestly, a back-and-forth game. Shots are 10-6 for the Red Wings, but they're down by 2. All that matters is the score of the hockey game. Chat, everybody spam 6-7 in the chat right now. I think we gotta create a new player. Mr. 6-7. I was in Scotland a month ago and I watched an EIHL Glasgow clan hockey game. Whatever that is, was it good? Bobby McMahon, he's going to play it back to the line. John Tavares, get there, buddy. What are you waiting on? All right, they're going to play it out. Chris Tanev gets the red line and dumps it in deep. 5:50 left to play. Eddie Kane getting muscled off the puck on the half wall. That's a soft play by Kane. Over to Domi. Down low. Nicholas Robertson. That's not a penalty. No way. Refs say play on. As the Leafs continue to cycle that puck down low, but Simone Edvinsson has it. I don't know, man. I'm not that impressed so far by Simone Edvinsson. He's been making some very shaky plays. What about 6ix9ine? Favorite YouTuber? Mine? I mean, you can't go wrong with 2BC, right? At least for the NHL community. TikTok's going crazy on the 6-7s. Holy shit. What about 6ix9ine? I thought 6ix9ine would be more popular than 6-7, but clearly not. I thought maybe we could get something going with 6-7. Or 6-9, my bad. Shots on goal are 14-1 for the Bruins. That's weird. All right, Berggren dumps it in deep. He doesn't get it dumped in, though. You got to make sure that puck isn't deep. Here come the Leafs. Matt Nyes stopping. Behind the net. Nyes gets away from the checker. No support at all. Toronto is going for a line change, and the Red Wings are out of the zone. They are out of the zone. 6-9 expired 4 years ago. Past the brain rotted. Maybe a little bit, chat. I mean, come on now. I'm dealing with brain rot kids pretty much every day. Here come the Red Wings the other way. Tossing it across. Mo Seider cannot handle the puck. Yeah, the Leafs just look like the cleaner team right now. They're moving the puck better. They're getting it deep. They're getting more chances, although the shots are 10-6. Matthews tossing it on net. Cam Talbot can't cover it, though. Mo Seider in that corner. He's got Austin Matthews on him. He's going to regroup. Send it over to Ben Sherratt. Out of the zone. Is that icing? No icing on the play. Morgan Riley back for it. 3:43 remaining here in the first. A multiple goal deficit by the Red Wings as they struggle to find the back of the net early on here in the regular season. Andrew Koch waiting, firing, save by Stolars. Comfort, Koch, and is it Rasmussen? It's Brandseg Nygaard, and we got our first power play of the entire hockey game, as it looks like the Red Wings will be headed to the PP. The Leafs don't need a 100-point player, elite puck knowledge. Believe me or not, I'm 12 and I think brain rot is super stupid. I mean, it is stupid, but if you go back just a decade ago, kids were dabbing, right? So we don't need Mitch. Leaf fan, why are you lying? You don't need Mitch. I mean, we all knew that Leaf fan had no puck knowledge. Is what it is. I'm going to the Sens home opener on Monday. Damn, they don't play at home until Monday? NHL schedule will be tweaking, man. That's crazy. Everybody else pretty much got their home opener in, no? Who else has yet to have their home opener, chat? I mean, all 32 teams are playing today, right? Come to Sweden, watch a game. Dude, I thought about it in I think it was the 2024 World Juniors when they had it in Sweden. I think it was Gothenburg. I was heavily debating going to it because of the... Actually, no. Yeah, it was the 2024 one. Started in December of 23. But I thought about it because I went to the World Juniors the year prior. And that was a whole lot of fun. But didn't end up going. I think Montreal has not either. Montreal starting on the road. My hometown, Calgary or Edmonton. Who's a better team? I mean, you can answer that one. Brainrot humor is absurdist. It's modern version of the 2010s MLG compilations. MLG compilations are crazy. My brother just won his hockey game 4-1. Nice. Leaf it, and yeah, you guys did lose a 100-point player. Literally your best player last regular season. Lost him for nothing. Quite literally nothing. And I hate brain rot. I mean, it is what it is at this point. I mean, I got to deal with it, right? If I'm going to be live streaming to kids, I got to deal with it. 2010's brain rot was so much better. I don't think they called it brain rot. Mo Sider. All right, so we get the first power play for the Red Wings. Let's see how they look. Sider, down low to Kane. Below the red line. Kane walking out, saucing it over. How did that not go in? I thought that was going to deflect off the Brinket. They're really trying to feed Dylan Larkin in the slot. He's in that bumper position. But the Leafs are going to get it out. Nicholas Waugh. He's going to skate that puck into the zone. Shot on Cam Talbot. An easy save. As the Red Wings will break this puck out. Sider. Let's see the breakout here. So Patrick Kane, a 36-year-old Kane, leading the breakout rush for the Red Wings in the big 2025. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Back to the blue line. Sider. Hands it off. Raymond over to Kane. Kane on his half wall. Patty Kane waiting. Still waiting. Doesn't see a lot of options right now. Back to Sider. Across to DeBrincat. DeBrincat just fired that on net blindly. I mean, you got to look before you fire that puck, brother. Raymond down low. Cross. And Patrick Kane couldn't handle that puck. He had a wide open net to shoot at. Patty Kane waiting. Waiting again. Hands it down low. Larkin out. Missing the net, though. And we got 40 seconds remaining here in the power play. Sider to Kane. Deflected a little bit too high. We got Raymond and Larkin in that corner battling for it. But Simone Benoit is going to shoot that puck down the length of the ice. Predict the score. I said 5-2 Leafs. Can you please say Steal a Brian... Play Steal a Brian... Okay. I don't know what you're trying to say, brother. My apologies. Trying my best here. Axel Sandin Pellikka on power play 2. Okay. Sandin Pellikka down low. Back to Pellikka. Walking the line. Waiting. He's going to fire that puck off. Shot. Good save by Stolars, though. It was Marco Kasper taking that shot. And the Maple Leafs are going to kill that power play. Or penalty kill, I should say. That's like replacing Dry with Holmberg. Yeah, pretty much. Have a lot of respect for McDavid signing that contract. I mean, are you shocked? It's Connor McDavid, man. Literally Connor McDavid. 1 minute remaining here in the first period. We're going to be rating the jerseys in the intermission. So make sure you stick around. If somehow end up in Sweden, you have to go to Gothenburg. I heard Gothenburg was very, very nice. It looked like a beautiful city. Sweden is a nice place overall. I've never been there. Would love to go, though. Here it comes. Red Wings shot. Saved by Stolars. It was Johansson on the last shot. 84 miles per hour. 25 seconds to play here in the first period. I mean, it's been a back and forth game. Red Wings got a power play. They've had some chances, but they can't find the back of the net right now. Leafs are still leading 2-0. You rating jerseys again? Of course. I have a shit ton that I haven't rated because it seems like everybody wanted to throw their jerseys in the Discord after the season was over. Can I do a video on only Canadian players? Bro is pro-Canada. Don Cherry, good old Canadian boy. I hate the McDavid contract. Why? Why do you hate that contract? Do you think Kane will break the record for most points as an American? How many more does he need? He's got to be close, right? He has to be close. All right, we got less than 10 seconds to go, and it's down the length of the ice. That is pretty much going to do it on the first period. A 2-0 lead for the Maple Leafs, as they have been pretty good overall to start the season. Looking to go 2-0 to start the season after a very, very strong start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to rate some jerseys. How do we feel about that? Let me get this all set up. Okay, that's the right monitor. Am I correct here? I am correct. All right. Let me move. I got way too many things on my screen right now, dude. Way too many things. I feel like I got to make that bigger, chat. No? I think we make it bigger. It's a little bit too big. Let me move the display capture up. Hold up, chat. We're going to be rating the jerseys. Let's take a look, laddie. All right, so here we are. I have not even taken a look at this in a long 100 new messages since June 20th. All right, we got a lot to get through here, chat. We have a lot of jerseys to do. Let me go all the way back. What was the last one that I did? Noah. Why is Noah's Loan Shark? That's me. Never mind. Okay. So, did we already see these ones? I gotta be honest. I don't really remember. I know we saw them. Yeah, we saw all these. 15. I did that one. All right, we're going to start here, chat. The 20th of June. Let me take a drink, and let's start rating. Let's go. 18 minutes with no wings hockey. Yeah, that's tough, Cider. All right, starting off with the Seattle Kraken, I guess, alternate design jerseys. Not the worst jerseys I've ever seen. Pretty basic with the light blue and the dark blue. Out of 10, I'm going to go 4 or 5. 4 or 5 for those jerseys. We are moving on. The Utah Hockey Club, I can't lie. These got to be a solid 0.7. Trash. Moving on. Who the fuck is texting in this channel? All right, we got Dallas Stars up next. I don't really like the green on the jerseys, I'll be honest, chat. What do we think? 5 out of 10. Julian, end it all. Apple, your team sucks. Julian, slow down, brother. Chat, how do we feel? I'm not that high in these jerseys. I'll give them like a 3.5, I guess. 3.5 is my final rating. Moving on, we have the... why is that so small? Okay. I'm just going to move on. Sorry for the bad quality. Another Dallas Star jersey concept that isn't really that great. Basically, green jerseys that say Stars. 1.4. Solid 1.4. Moving on to the Mammoth. A alternate jersey. There's the front and the back. What are we thinking, chat? It is rated out of a 10-point system. Not the biggest fan. I'll give it a 2.5. 2.5. Moving on. Colorado. Interesting. Now, these aren't bad. A alternate jersey for the Avs. A whole lot better than them rocking the goddamn Quebec Nordiques. Not horrible. It's kind of similar to what they already have. It's a decent jersey. 6.3, 6.3, solid 0.3, 10 out of 10, 6.9, 6.7. I'm going to give it a 6.3. I do rate these jerseys pretty harshly. And holy shit, how many Dallas jerseys are we going to have here? Trash, 1.4, 1.4, moving on. Oh, ooh, chat, how do we feel about these Vancouver jerseys? I like them. I don't really like the logo that much. The logo kind of throws me off a little bit. If anything, they should have this logo front and center, but they got a big V instead. Take the logo out of it. I'm giving the jersey like 7.2, 7.1. The logo does decrease the jersey value a little bit, so we'll go 6.7, Chad. How about that? 6.7, 6.7. Moving on, the Winnipeg Jets, a little bit of a throwback alternate jersey. That, if I'm being honest, it looks pretty good. That's not... I think that is the blue that they use, Chad. I'm not exactly sure. Is that the blue that they use? I think it is. Not a bad jersey at all. I will give it a solid 5.7. Maybe 5.9 on a good day. If they had a home jersey as well that went with it, the home would probably look a whole lot nicer than the away. But that's a solid like 5.7, 5.9 jersey. I definitely like that one a lot. Moving on, that's just basic Chicago jerseys. The Rangers, how do we feel about these Centennial concept jerseys. These are back before they actually revealed what they were going to do. The homes, I mean, the brown pants kind of ruin it for me. The alternates are not bad, I guess. They kind of go together a little bit better. I'm not the biggest fan of the white shoulders. A combined all three jerseys, I'll probably give it like a 4.7, 4.9, maybe a 5. Solid 5. Basic Ranger jerseys. Those are kind of sweet. They're okay. They're not horrible, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. Moving on to the Red Wings. Is that Detroit Red Wings 100th anniversary concept, January 1. This was June 30th. How do we feel about that? That's pretty much what they're rocking tonight, no? It's kind of similar to what they have at the moment. I don't like the shoulders. The shoulders with the stripes and the white / cream. I'm going to go like 4.4. I think 4.4 is the final rating that we're going to give this. That is my opinion. Moving on. Okay, we got some EA-generated jerseys, finally. So there's the home for these jerseys, the away, and the alternate. How are we feeling about these? Now, I told you guys, if you guys put these in my Discord, I'm going to grade accurately and harshly. EA Sports, my eyes hurt. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm not really a big fan of these jerseys. They're not exactly the greatest. I'm gonna go like 1-2, 1-3 maybe. Moving on. We got a blue, red, and pink. Pink-purple combo, kinda. Homes, aways, and the alternates. These are... It doesn't say their name, huh? How are we feeling about these? EA Sports, my eyes hurt is crazy. Ranked Swedish Hockey League logos and jerseys. We have some crazy jerseys. There's too many ads. Way too many ads on the jerseys. Out of 10, I'll give it like a 3.2. 3.2 out of 10 is probably fair. Moving on, we got another one of these design jerseys. I gotta be honest, trash. They look absolutely fucking horrible. Why is the jersey like bright red up here, but like black down the bottom, but it just progressively gets darker? I'm giving it like a 1.2 maybe. Ooh, okay. Now we're finally finding some decent jersey concepts. How do we feel? Minnesota Wild, alternate jerseys. Not a bad color combo. Not a bad jersey at all either. What do we think out of 10, chat? Come on, Matthews. You need to score. Leaf fan, respectfully, shut up about Matthews. That dude's a bum. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a solid 6.2. 6.2 out of 10 is fair. I think overall it's a solid jersey. I think I would like the homes a little bit better if they made a concept of that, but it's a solid jersey. Moving on. I don't exactly fucking know what this is supposed to represent, but we got the Red Wings jersey in the Maple Leaf colors. Rate it 1 to 10, I guess. Chad, how are we feeling? Those are terrible. What the fuck is that? I don't know who. Mr. King, I'm going to out this guy right now. That man put it in there, and I don't think Apple Cider is the biggest fan. Horrible jerseys. I'm not even going to bother rating them. Moving on, we have an EA Sports generated jersey. Black, blue, and white is the color combo. How do we feel? We are rating out of 10. A 10-point must system. Bleach my eyes. Yeah, those jerseys were not great, Chad. I'll be honest. They were not good at all. I gotta be honest, not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan at all. I'll give it a solid, like, 1.9 maybe 2. Jesus Christ. What in the blue fuck is this? Why are the bottom of the jersey, pants, and socks just completely green? Do we even rate these jerseys, Chad? Are these Aura? What do we think about these? I gotta be honest, I'm giving it a solid, like, 0.7, 0.9 maybe. Can TikTok see ranked jerseys? No, unfortunately, I cannot get it to go on TikTok. If you do want to see it, though, head on over to YT Pasta. We are live over there as well. Yeah, I don't think we wasted a lot of time there. What my stat bro's posting his fucking Be a Pro stats in my goddamn Discord. All right, we got some more EA generated jerseys. So we have coconut. Honestly, I'm not the biggest hater on these jerseys. They could be a little bit better, but they don't look bad. The pink ones, I'm not even going to bother. What do we think about the coconut, chat? Or the pineapple, I should say. Coconut. What earth am I on right now? Gotta be honest, I don't exactly know how I feel. I'm gonna rate it a 3-4 out of 10. I think the coconut jerseys could be a whole lot better. I like the color combo with the brown pants. I don't know why they threw in blue and red. It literally doesn't take place anywhere else on the jersey, and then they got orange here. You could definitely turn that jersey into something nice, but I'll give it a 3-4. 4-1 out of 10. All right, moving on. We got Red Wings home anniversary concept made with puck design. Pretty much just what they rock for their home jerseys. No? Just the one white stripe? Something like that. I mean, solid jersey. 7 out of 10, 7-1, 7-2 maybe. Basic jersey. I mean, that's pretty much what they rock for their homes, yeah? Those are mine. Those are Noah's College professor. Hashtag apple cider. I'll give it a solid 6-7, chat. What are we thinking? 6-7? 6-7 out of 10. And then we have the aways as well. They're pretty much what, although that's not completely white. That's more like a cream color. But I don't mind it. It's what Detroit has been rocking for literally 100 years at this point. So, if it ain't broke, do not fix it. Moving on, we got a Utah Mammoth jersey design that is overall pretty basic. Black with blue and white stripes. Not as many as they have in their home jerseys. How do we feel? Raymond as a C because I was restarted that day. Now, what Utah has in real life, I'm a massive fan of. I really do like their home jerseys. This right here, though, I don't like the concept at all. The colors are fine. The concept is where it's lacking. I'll give it a solid 3-9, 3-8, maybe a 4. I'll go 3-9. 3-9 is my final ranking. Moving on to the Anaheim Ducks. Interesting jersey concept. What they used to rock with the black, kind of brownish, orange, and white. How do we feel about this, chat? Good? Nah, those are nice either. These aren't horrible. I'm not going to completely shit on them. I think the design of the jersey could have been a little bit better. I don't think we need all this white here. If it was black and we just had that stripe with the red instead, no white there as well, I think it would look a whole lot better. I'll give it a solid 5-5. 5-4 out of 10, 5-5. It's not the worst jersey. We've seen so much worse so far rating these jerseys. I'll give it a 5-5. Vancouver, I really like these, chat. These are nice. How do we feel? I mean, the green shoulders are okay, I guess. But it's a simple design, clean design, looks good. What are we thinking out of 10? Rate it out of 10. Matthews, okay, I'm banning Leaf Fan. The dude just literally talking about Matthews in the fucking intermission. Rips in the chat for Leaf Fan. Nobody missed you, buddy. Sorry. Justo donated. Justo donated when? Did I miss a donate? I did. Justo Kenobi coming in hot with a 5. Popping in to say hi. Taking care of my dad right now. Drink up. Thank you, Justo. You the GOAT, brother. I apologize for being late. What are we thinking? 6, 7 out of 10? 8? I'm going to give it 7.2 out of 10. Final ranking. Clean jersey. I like it. Moving on, we have the Halifax Highlanders from the movie Goon. What do we think? Looking back on it, is that what they rocked in the movie? I thought they looked a lot better in the movie, but maybe I was wrong. Probably should have made the H logo white or orange instead of blue. But how do we feel? Out of 10? I'm giving it a solid... They also have the real names, Doug Glatt, LaFlemme, and Ross the Boss Ray. You'll love to see it. I'll give it like a 4 or 5. 4 or 6 out of 10. Not the greatest jersey. Moscow Ovechkin, chat. What do we think about these? A Moscow jersey design. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't like the stripes on the shoulders. Too many stripes down here, too. I'm going to give it like a 3-4, 3-5 maybe. Not the best. Those are literally the Phoenix Coyote jerseys that they rocked the very last season, pretty much. I didn't really ever get the hype with these jerseys, chat. I don't think they're fantastic. They're okay. Like, they're not bad. But everybody thought they were, like, the best jerseys in the NHL at the time. Completely disagree. Depression halfway gone. 7 for the logo. I'll give these, like, a 5.6, 5.7 out of 10. Solid jersey. I don't know why they have, like, blue on the outline of the numbers. I don't think there's blue anywhere else in the jersey, is there? If anything, they should have made it brown, right? Anyways, I gave it like a what, 5.7? So 5.7 out of 10. Okay, finally, more EA created jerseys. We have the home, the away, and the alternate. I'll go to the home jersey. I think that's a little bit slightly better. Logo's nice. I like the logo. Color combo is decent. Jersey design is probably where it's lacking. The gloves also feel a little bit weird. They're like gray, but also black at the same time. Maybe we should have made the pants a little bit blacker. I don't know if gray on gray really fits. What do we think? Looks like a minor hockey league team. 5, 6'2", 4, 6'8". I'm going to give it a solid 4.7. I'm going to go lower. We'll go 4.2. 4.2 out of 10. Solid ranking. And then finally, we got one more jersey to rank. We got the home, the away, and the alternate. How do we feel about that? We'll be back second intermission. If I haven't already, you know what? Whoa, Cider. Whoa, laddie. We don't need to get in that area. I'll be honest, out of all three jerseys, the homes are definitely by far and away the best. I don't really mind the stripes. The orange shoulders are definitely a concept. Not my favorite, but it is what it is. I didn't make the jerseys, honestly, but it's not the worst that I've seen so far in the intermission. What do we think? 2? Nah, 6? You guys aren't really feeling it, huh? Cider, don't do it. I'm going to give this jersey a ranking of 4.7. 4.7. Final jersey ranking. That is what we got here. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. Solid. All right, so now to choose a winner. I believe the highest rated jerseys of the entire intermission, I don't think it was Vancouver. I think if we go all the way back, it was the Minnesota Wild. Lose Twitch. Shout out to you. You have won the next installment of rating jerseys at halftime. W's in the chat as we are back to the hockey game, baby. Wow, we spent 15 minutes rating hockey jerseys. Crazy. All right, chat. I'm going to go take a pee break. I'll be back in 30 seconds. You guys hold down the fort. 30-second piss break. Oh, I missed 40 seconds? I mean, 40 seconds is not that long, if we're really thinking about it. Ducks play at 10, Leafs score. Leafs did not score, chat. It's still 2-0. It is still a 2-0 hockey game. We're locked in. Bro says also it's been 30 seconds. You go take a piss after you're 4 or 5 beers deep. I know it says 1. May have may have pre-drank for this live stream. I don't know. But I think it was Loose Twitch that won the last one, I'm pretty sure. All right, Leafs scored goal. Chat, nobody scored. It's still a 2-0 lead. It's 17-12 in the AI computer game. That's kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Don't worry, though. We're going to build this up. This will be a consistent thing that we do throughout the season. We'll pick... I'll probably put up polls maybe early on in the week on what games you guys want to see. I'm thinking... The problem with doing Edmonton games, I'd love to do, like, all of the Edmonton games, but the start times are crazy. 10 p.m. Eastern, that's late, especially on a weeknight. Now, Saturday is a little bit different, but it's not exactly prime time for anybody that wants to watch that game. All right, 18:40 left to play. Still a 2-0 deficit for the Red Wings. I mean, back and forth first period. Chances both ways. Cross ice. Robertson trying to take a shot. Is that goalie interference? No goalie interference on the play on John Tavares. Okay, he just knocks over Cam Talbot and does not get called for it. Please check out the biggest downgrade in hockey history logos that Frölunda did. They had a downgrade. What was their logo before? Patrick Kane over to Casper. Yes, it is Marco Casper, right. Casper, Kane, and DeBrincat is the lineup. Let me just, let me keep the line combination up here in case I need it. Nylander over to Benoit. Leafs are going to take their time breaking the puck out. Yarncroc going to dump it in, but he can't get it in. He's going to have to regroup in the neutral zone. 17:50 remaining here in the second. Solid game thus far. Search up for Lunda, old logo. I got to lock into the game right now. I'm not going to lie, Yarncrocs look good early on in the season here. He's looked really, really good. Willie. Shot. Doesn't get on net, but it's down low. That Willie, Nicholas Waugh, and Yarncroc line, not bad so far. Not bad at all. Leafs are going to dump it in. Talbot out to play it. Plays it off his backhand. Matt Nye's in after it. Sandin Pellikka chips that puck out into the neutral zone. Picking it up is Bergeron. Bergeron, backhander, centers it, and nobody is there to take the puck. Red Wings not going hard to the net right now. Matt Nyes, 3-on-2 the other way. Nyes stops up. Feeds it down low. Matthews protecting that puck. Leaves it for Michelli. He's going to spin off his forechecker. Michelli, shot, save, rebound. Nyes waiting, firing out in front. Cam Talbot was all over the net, and they decided not to shoot it. Gotta be honest, I think Nyes probably should have shot that puck there. Instead, he tried to force feed it into the middle with traffic. Didn't get anywhere. Next intermission? Maybe next intermission we can't do that, yeah. We gotta try to get consistent here. 16:20 remaining in the second. Back to the line. And Sherratt takes a shot. It is blocked by Brendan Carlo. Rebound, Cock, backdoor feed. Unfortunately, didn't get on the stick of the right player. Cock trying to play it back to the line, and it's out of the zone. It was JT Compher backdoor. He had a tap in, but man, it didn't get to his stick. Reason they had to change because someone thought it was racism. Oh my God, shot saved by Stolars. Down low, Andrew Cock. He's going to hand it off. JT Compher saucing it. Just over the stick of Cock. Edvinson takes a shot. Saved by Stolars. Stoley's been perfect so far. Shutout, shutout, shutout. The man is pitching a shutout here in Detroit. Edvinson all the way up to Casper. Dropping it off to Kane. Patty Kane in the middle. It was DeBrincat taking the shot, but it didn't get on net. I thought Patty Kane probably should have shot that, man. Back to the blue line. Sandin Pellikka, a shot, a save by Stolars. The rebound is there. And the Leafs are going to get out of their zone. They're going to chip it out. Force the Red Wings to regroup. Here they come again. DeBrincat firing. A little bit wide. It's going to miss the net. Detroit somehow keeps it in. Domi feeding across ice. Morgan Riley's got to get there, and he chips that puck out. Red Wings are going to pound it back in deep. Compher has a sister in the PWHL. Does he? What is his sister's name? Had no idea. Now Brandseg Nygaard chips it up, and the Red Wings chip it in deep. Stoley out to play it. Plays it back to the Red Wing player out in front. Stoli out of position. Fire it. Oh my God. What a block by Domi. 2-on-1 the other way. Domi with Nick Robertson. Max shot. Saved by Cam Talbot. Holy hell. Anthony Stolarz was down and out. And Max Domi came up clutch with that big block. God damn. Stolarz was fishing. He literally fed that puck right to the Red Wing player. Oh my God. How does Domi block that? And then he gets a 2-on-1 afterwards. Domi gets a fucking 2-on-1. And a big save by Cam Talbot. I dated my friend's sister before. Huh? It's got to be a pause moment, right? That's crazy, man. That was probably the most exciting sequence of the entire hockey game thus far. Fun nonetheless, though. I'm having fun. Nicholas Waugh. Down low. Waugh. Waiting. Waugh. Walking out in front. A shot and a save by Cam Talbot. Willie in Gretzky's office. Feeds it back to McCabe. Down low to Willie again. Back to the blue line. Shot blocked by the Red Wings player. Toronto's going to keep it in, though. And then Mo Sider plays it out. And Chris Tanev is back to break it out. It's offside. No, that's clean. Simone Evanson in the zone. Is he going to fall? Jake McCabe leading the breakout. Up the middle, and it is a chip and chase style of hockey right now. As we go back and forth. Mo Sizzy. Up that... man, my fucking throat and my voice are killing me already. Not hard to tell I haven't been live streaming the past week. Matias Michelli. We get a 2-on-2 the other way. He's going to dump it in with 13-13 remaining here in the second. Oh my God, what a save by Cam Talbot on Austin Matthews. Nice little play down low, and Talbot will cover it up. Jesse Compher of Toronto. What is the Toronto team name? I've dated one of my best friend's sister before. Holy fuck, dude. You ain't got no boundaries, eh? No boundaries at all. As we have another commercial break. Lovely. Everybody loves the commercial breaks. Best part. Best part about a hockey game. I was desperate. I'm willing to bet you're pretty young. Do not be desperate. You guys are extremely young in your lives. Kaprizov, what's up, dude? How do you feel about a $17 million man? How do you feel about that? He's making a lot of money, dude. Maybe a little bit too much. I've dated my, at the time, best friend's ex a year after they broke up. You guys have no fucking morals, eh? Just get with anybody. Holy hell. My best friend's ex. Should that not automatically be, like, off limits? Crazy. I guess it's a different time everybody's living in right now. Toronto Scepters. Didn't they expand the PWHL to, like, 2-3 more teams, I think? Most sus the chat's ever been, or you've ever seen. You haven't been here a lot then, brother. The chat has been infinitely times susser. I did something with my best friend's sister and cousin. Crazy times. When I was younger. No cap. All right. Context. Listen. No context needed. No context needed at all. All right, we got 13:08 left to play here in the second. It is still a 2-0 lead. Damn, man, my throat is killing me. Did not expect to be talking this much, but hey, who knows? Hopefully we get to watch party the Oilers game. That would be a lot of fun, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll get there, chat. Maybe it's time to retire from streaming. Maybe I don't have it anymore. Maybe I just don't have it. Be a Pro tomorrow? Yeah, we'll be doing Be a Pro tomorrow. And then Tuesday, we'll do the Oilers game. Nice shot by Dylan Larkin. A little bit wide, though. Buffalo Sabres got a hooking penalty. I'm not watching Sabres hockey. In the Big 2025? No way. $12:25 left. Tavares is going to feed that up. Here come the Leafs the other way. Johnny T stops up. Smart play. He's going to wire a slap shot. And a save by Cam Talbot. Had a game at 8:30 a.m. this morning. How did it go? Did you win? Whew. I knew the viewership would be a little bit lower heading into a stream where I haven't streamed in like 7 days like that. Maybe my streaming days are over, chat. Maybe it's time to retire. Who knows? I mean, we'll see how good Be a Pro goes tomorrow. But if it doesn't go well, might be the end of streaming. What happened to the Sabres? Why are they so bad, brother? They've been bad for 14 consecutive seasons. They've been bad for a while. A long, long time. The downfall is insane. I mean, hey, maybe it's time to pack it up. Maybe it's time to retire. Retire from streaming. We'll see. We'll see how Be a Pro goes tomorrow. I needed a little bit of a break to regroup. Maybe nobody cares about NHL content anymore. I don't know. I do not know. Hang up the skates? Maybe. Hang them up, put them in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and call it a day, eh? Call it a day. Back to the blue line. D to D. Sandine Pellikka. Good shifty move of the blue line. Puts it in deep. Comfer in after it. Or to Rasmussen. All right, that's Brandseg Nygaard. I know the numbers. I know the numbers now. D to D again, Detroit. Holding that puck in the offensive zone. Shot. They didn't get it on net. Nygaard. Below the goal line. It is looking like the Leafs are just going to chip that out. Man, Toronto's defending well. They're not letting a lot of shots in the middle. The Red Wings are having a very tough time generating like grade A scoring chances. They'll get shots from the outside, but man, in the middle, in that center of the ice, in the sweet spot, not going well. I got a shutout today, W. And there it is, the first goal of the Detroit Red Wings game. And it is none other than Marco Kasper. I missed it. I literally was looking at the chat. Oh, L streamer in the chat, boys. It was Marco Kasper, fail in the back of the net. And it is a 2-1 hockey game. What happened here? Simone Benoit had the puck in the corner. He just got beat to the puck. To brink it in, centers it, and it is up under the bar for Marco Kasper. Well, that's 100% on Simone Benoit. You got to be quicker on the puck, buddy. They centered it, and it was in the back of the net before good night, Jim Kite. Before you could say good night, Jim Kite, it was in the back of the net. Unbelievable. Good start, though. It is officially a 2-1 hockey game as the Dead Wings are not dead in the water. Not just yet. Not yet. Game is irrelevant. Sam Rinzel just scored a goal. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Solid start, though. All right, we got 10:25 left to play here in the game. Marco Kasper makes it a 1-goal game. Brandseg Nygaard and Sandine Pellikka, former teammates. Are they former teammates? In Sweden? I think that's also his first career goal. Rinzel? Probably, yeah. I'm willing to bet it would be his first career goal. Definitely would not